Hi guys.
Hi. We're back with another episode of Two Little Black Girls podcast.
Episode 53.
Yep. So, if you haven't done so already, make sure you hit subscribe because you're probably listening to this on our YouTube channel, so hit that button below. And if you want to check out more Two Little Black Girls content, visit our blog, which is in the description bar below, as well as follow us on Twitter and Instagram for more up-to-date info.
Yes, so if this is your first time listening to the podcast, I'm Kristen.
And I'm Alicia. So yay, welcome.
Welcome. So this week on the podcast, we're going to talk about something that we're not very good at. And that's, what do you do when you run into old acquaintances?
Yeah. As we like to say, we're both kind of awkward in our own ways. Mm-hmm. So, like, running into, like, old friends or people that you used to work with or somehow came across in your life and now they're coming across your path again, it's kind of awkward. At least for us. Anyways.
Definitely for us.
Yeah. Do you want to give an example?
So yesterday we went to go see Jurassic Park. But our movie wasn't due to begin for a couple hours, so we went to this bar called Extra Fancy in Williamsburg to get a drink and chat so we could waste time before the movie. So as we're drinking our Prosecco, as we usually are, we see someone from our high school class walking by the window with her husband. So we were like, oh my god, that's so-and-so. And then we had a mini 5-second debate, should we go out and say hi? Should we?
We're like, let's go.
Let's
go. Run out the door.
We run out the door, grab all our stuff, and then we go, so-and-so, so-and-so. And then she looks around, she's like, who is calling my name?
She's like, what?
What?
Her face looks like, what in the world?
What in the world? And then I wave.
You're like, hi, it's us from high school. It's also kind of awkward because sometimes you don't know if some people will remember you and some people won't. So, sometimes you're like, should I provide extra added context?
Right.
Or should I just be like, oh, it's
hi,
me.
Because it has been 8 years since we graduated high school. So I could, see some people forgetting us. We tried to remember everyone in our high school class last night, and it took a while to remember some people.
It took a bit of recall.
Yeah.
But plus, we were also focusing on it. If you weren't focused on your old class and you're just out and about, you'll be like, for a minute, you'll be like, your face looks a little familiar, but I can't exactly place you at this moment because I'm not in that mode, or you just weren't that close, It's also those options too. Or I'm preoccupied with other things that are more important on my mind.
Right, you caught me off guard.
Yeah.
So, but she seemed to remember us.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, she recognized us, but in our awkward way, it's like, hi, it's us. Remember from high school? Just so you know.
Just so you know, her husband didn't remember us because her husband also went to our high school, but in a different grade.
He was a year behind us.
Yeah, he was a year behind us, so I didn't expect him to remember.
I didn't really expect him to remember, but then again, he hung out with a lot of the our class. And yeah, I feel like he did because he was in the basketball team, which is how I know of him because I was on the girls' basketball team. But it's not like we were in a high school Mean Girls or something, and they were super cliquey top dogs. But we weren't really. There were people that were more notable, but we weren't top dogs or of any sort.
Because I didn't super remember him. When they first got married, I didn't super remember who he was. So I feel that's the thing with high school. Some people are people who stay in your memory, and some people are not. And
it also depends on what happened, what they did in high school, and how they impacted you in order for you to actually remember them. And we didn't do super huge things. Not to say we didn't do anything, but
we weren't like you said, top dogs.
Yeah, we weren't top dogs. I mean, I did my extracurriculars.
Yeah.
And
I was around and about.
Yeah, everyone was around and about. But, anywho, he didn't recognize us that she had to help provide some context for him. Remember they went to high school with us? And he's like,
okay, what's
Yeah, sure. So like we give awkward hugs, and then like he's like, I was gonna go for a hug, but he like, and then I don't know, like he put out his hand, and then I was like, oh, and then I tried to do the like, oh, the hug, is it a handshake? Thing, which is also really awkward when you're like saying hi to an acquaintance,
right?
Because some people are just huggy people, and all they do when they see people is hug them.
Yeah.
And they're not about, like, handshakes. Some people are more like, I'll only hug you if I really know you. And I'll handshake you if, like, you know, I'm saying hi and we're giving each other some sort of physical contact.
Yeah. I think I'm more of a handshake girl, or not even a hand, like just a hi, wave type of person. But
like, I don't need contact.
Yeah, I don't need like that contact, but
a verbal contact.
Yeah, but then other people make you feel guilty because they're like automatically going for the hug, and you're like, oh, okay.
Yeah, that's also awkward. Like, I'm not an automatically hug person. I don't think I give up that vibe either. Yeah. I'm like an automatic hug person. Like. Some people just give off that vibe. Like, if they're going away on vacation, they want to give everyone a hug in the office. Right. And if I'm going away on vacation, I'll just be like, bye, guys. Yeah, me too. Like, see you in a couple of weeks or whenever I see you. Yeah. Like, I'm not going to, like, go around and give everyone hugs. But, like, some people do. And I'm like, I'm not going to be that one person who didn't get up to give you a hug. Like,
it's going to make me look bad.
Yeah, it's going to make me look like some old curmudgeon person who doesn't care about people. Yeah.
But it's not that I don't care. It's just that, like, you know,
that's
what's that?
Style.
Yeah, it's not my style. But anyway, so we're chit-chatting. She asked us, you know, like, oh, you guys live over here? And we're like, no, we live in Bushwick. But this is the thing that I have trouble with. I never return the question. Sometimes I do, but rarely.
Yeah, because at first I feel like it was awkward. Like, it was like, hi. First, let's establish how we know each other again. And then second part was like, oh, so everyone's like, kind of like, now what?
Yeah.
Like, now what do we say? Now that I established, we said hello. We established how we recognize each other. And then I said like, oh, so what are you doing in the area? And then that's how it progressed to that part. Right, and then like the question returning part was where it kind of like went ploop. You know, sometimes your mind just like goes blank. Yeah. Even though it was like us the one chasing them to say hello.
I know.
So it's like we should have
had more of a thing to say.
Like, you know, the typical standard small talk. Where are you? Why are you here? What are you doing in life? You know, those
basic things. But, you know, she asked us, we didn't really return it. And then she asked us, so what are you doing? So I took that to mean like, what are we doing in Williamsburg for that night? Yeah. But I think she was asking us, what are we doing in life in general?
That's how I interpreted it. After like 5 seconds into your response, we're like, oh, we're just hanging around waiting for our movie. Because I feel like we already told them why we were there.
Did we?
Yeah, like a little bit before that question. Oh. So I was like, I don't think she's asking. In my mind, when you were responding, I'm like, I don't think she's asking why we're here, because I think we just told them what we were doing here.
I honestly don't remember. I was just so like caught off guard in the moment. Yeah. But that's the thing, we did chase them down.
So it's like, oh, you should have had more plans.
But this is the thing, like, we have a problem of hesitating before we do things. So sometimes we just like force each other to do things with no plan, and then we're just like deer in headlights.
Okay, what's next?
We didn't plan for this. We don't know what to do now.
Not that some people honestly, they don't need to plan to run into someone. They just run into people and they know what to say. Like, and we know what to say, but you know,
it's just like you're in the moment. Like, if we were together for a longer period of time, then we could get back into more of a rapport, because it's just that like quick run-in. I'm just like, my mind's like, what am I supposed to do?
How much time do I have with you to actually ask questions? Yeah. So should I let you go and like go about your business? Yeah, or whatever?
Like you probably have something that you want to do. Yeah, so it was just like awkward. It was like cool to see them and stuff, but it was just like, oh, this is so awkward.
Yeah, it was more funny than anything. There was like a play-by-play. Because also like at one point, like the person we were talking to, she's like, oh, you live together? I was like, yeah. She's like, oh, you're keeping it tight.
Yeah, she said you're keeping it real. No, she said you guys kept it real tight. Yeah. And we're like, yeah. No. No, we said Amber lived with us before.
Yeah.
She was like, oh, do you guys live together? And I was like, yeah, us and Amber. And she was like, oh, wow, you guys kept it real tight.
Yeah.
And then you're like, Gina and Gloria live together too.
Yeah. I was like, just so
we're not the only ones.
Everyone's still friendly. It's fun.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like from our high school, like, anyone who was in, like, a friend group, or, like, they basically stayed in touch after high
for
school.
the most part, yeah.
For the most part. I feel like anyone that had, like, that close group, not the acquaintances, but, like, people that they hung out with a lot, they still keep in contact with each other and hang out from time to time.
Yeah. Because, you know, our school is so small. And
our class was, like, barely 100 kids.
Like 98, maybe?
I think so. It was like 98, 96, one of those numbers.
Yeah. So, I was gonna mention, like, oh, we've been talking about the reunion, we're about to start planning. I was like, no.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, because we were also, like you said, we were talking about our own high school reunion and planning it, like, the week before, actually.
Yeah.
So we were trying to figure out who would come and who would show up and getting updates on everyone and what everyone's up to, so...
I think she would come for sure.
I think she would. I mean, it's all a matter also, like, who that you know is coming. But I feel like mostly everyone in our class would be curious enough to see what everyone is up to.
Yeah.
And just see what everyone looks like in person and how they might have changed.
Right. Yeah.
And who they bring with.
And who they bring with or what they're doing with their lives. Because there are some people that I just want to, like... Oh, this is gonna sound evil. But you know, like, the people that were, like, really pretentious and thought they were better than everyone and smarter than everyone. I just want to see, like, where they are. To see if they, like, lived up to their grand expectations. Yeah. I'm just, like, curious, you know? Yeah,
everyone's always has that sort of curiosity, especially when someone's, like, presenting themselves as more than another just because they feel like they are.
Right.
With no, like, actual...
Right.
Backing for it.
Right.
So, you know, sometimes people want to see, like, a little win taken out of somebody's sail, you know.
Yeah.
That's human nature. It's not the best kind of human nature.
It's not the best kind. But, I mean, I guess it has been 8 years. I guess if you were an asshole in high school, it doesn't necessarily mean you're still an asshole.
Yeah, you're growing into yourself,
but,
you don't know what could have happened to make you act that way when you were a child.
Right. We went to a very type A kind of school, so maybe that lends itself to pretentiousness. I don't know, but it's just like a natural curiosity because that's like the main reason why people have high school reunions is to just like see where everyone's at now, you know.
That's why the person who created Facebook is smart.
Yeah, he
smart. He
knows what people's natural inclinations are. They want to be looky-loos.
Yeah, like, what are you up to? Who did you marry? You're having babies already?
Yeah.
Like, some people in our class have had babies already, and some people haven't. You know?
Some people are married, some are not.
Some are going in crazy programs for school.
Right. Some live in different states and countries.
It's part of life, you know.
Yeah. Things
just happen and you roll with it. But there are some people those few that aren't on Facebook that you're curious about because they were interesting in high school and you're still wanting to know what their deal is right now. Yeah, if they're still as wacky as they were in the past. Yeah. And I feel like part of, like, some people do a lot of videos now about, like, where are you now or something, like, or reminiscing about how, like, Patricia Bright, she's always talking about being an ugly duckling and growing up. So, like, some people are interested in that whole... That transformation from ugly duckling to swan... Superstar. Swan superstar or whatever. Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like high school reunions will also be awkward for us as well. I mean, maybe it'll be, since it's more planned out in advance, we'll know what to sort of expect in the sense that this is the time, place, we're all meeting in one area. I know for sure I'm going to run into these people, so I will be prepared of what to say about myself and what to ask. Yeah, what to ask. So like, I feel like that helps the acquaintance chatting up bit make it flow a bit easier because it's a planned out thing. Right. I don't know, but there's definitely still gonna be that awkwardness. Yeah, I still see it being awkward. I still even with us, just knowing us and knowing that like even if we had a set date and all that stuff beforehand to help make it a little bit better, I still feel like we could find a way to make it awkward.
Yeah. Because there's most people in high school I didn't talk to often.
I feel like you spoke to most people.
Like, offhand.
Yeah.
I mean...
Like, you weren't their best bud, but you had conversations.
I had a conversation here and there in, like, class or whatever. Like, we sat at my table in class or, you know, we did a project together or something. Or you were a friend of a friend.
Yeah.
Type of thing, but nothing, like, too intense.
Yeah. I guess we will see when it happens.
My thing about a high school reunion, I'm not even sure, like, how they even go. Like, are they dress up type events?
Yeah,
like,
they are. It depends how you're setting them up. Whenever I see them portrayed in movies, it's basically like a 2 to 3 hour window of time. It's a party, and sort of like a networking party. You show up, it's usually thrown at a high school gym or a hotel or something. You show up, and the invitation itself should tell you what kind of event it is and how you should dress. So it's not like prom where it's black tie, but it's like business casual. So you can wear a nice dress, you can wear a nice pantsuit if you want, if that's your style. You can wear a skirt and shirt. I wouldn't expect to see jeans at the event, but it also depends on how the person, whoever's planning it, says what kind of attire it is. Right. I wouldn't expect to see jeans or sneakers at a high school reunion.
I could see some people waltzing in some jeans and sneaks.
I could see it happening,
dress up,
but if they know beforehand that that's not acceptable. Yeah. I mean, if that's not like it's not acceptable, but if that's the thing, that's the theme of the reunion.
You want to match the theme.
Yeah, but a reunion is it's honestly a prom for adults to catch up. That's what I see reunions as. It's music, food. This time there's alcohol. Or there's probably alcohol before. But it's legal alcohol.
It's legal alcohol.
There's drinks, and there's more like things to catch up on because you haven't seen each other for so long. So you have more reason to converse. And you might have like a connection with someone you didn't have when you were in high school because everyone was so obsessed about being a certain way, and now they're like adults. They have a new viewpoint, and you might actually want to be their friend now. So it's a new friend or a new like if you come from a big high school where there's like 300 people in a class, it could be like a missed romance because you never because those happen at those sorts of reunions. Really? Yeah, when the class is bigger, just like sometimes you never ran into these people, and then like so and so who I didn't really look at, now they look a little bit different, and also the way I view people has changed as well. So now you're looking kind of attractive to me. That also relates to like
if that
love connections, friendships, in our class, business dealings happen. Like, you're interested in this. I'm trying to start up this. Maybe you have the money to invest in, or connecting to someone to invest in this. You know, those happen. I mean, all those things can happen.
That'd be so interesting. Would we talk about our podcast? If our podcast survives till 2017, will we promo our podcast?
I feel at that point, if we're not publicizing it, like it's not gonna survive.
By 2017,
it should be out in ether by then. Someone should know about it. People should be commenting on this video right now in 2017. Saying, I'm listening. That's how it should be.
I mean, hopefully, that's the goal. Goal. For sure.
If it's not, man, we really didn't give a bunch of our time towards it.
I mean, it's very time consuming. It's just like, it's did you get that article I texted you from Brooklyn?
I don't think I read it, but I did get it. I think I opened it, I read the title, I forgot what it was about.
Okay, it was about, like 2 or 3 popular podcasters give advice on how to start your own podcast and how to format and edit it. One thing that really surprised me is that one of them said, keep it short. Keep it like 30 minutes or less. And I was like, what?
Because that didn't surprise me.
Really?
Yeah.
All the podcasts I listen to are like 45 minutes to an hour min.
It depends on how established and who's making the podcast.
Okay.
But I also, it's sort of like the whole YouTube rule of thumb. Shorter is better than longer because people just don't have the attention span nowadays. So they like to create, Austin from the Knife Mills. He doesn't like videos that run over 10 minutes, I don't think.
Who?
Austin.
Oh, okay.
He doesn't, like, he had a problem when they originally started doing videos. Brittany would, like, he had worked full time, so Brittany would record, and the videos ended up being about 20 minutes long.
Yeah, yeah.
And he hated that.
Yeah.
Because he felt like no one would really watch it. And he has his, like, user engagement thing that tells him how many minutes of the video someone is actually watching.
Right.
And people don't watch a lot. They could listen to the first 2 minutes and say, that's enough.
That's true.
So that's why, like, the sort of shorter is better.
That's true.
Works.
And I guess it helps you keep your topic concise, that you're not going all over the place.
Yeah.
I know we rant.
But
we go sideways.
But when you fall in love with a podcast,
then you want to listen.
Live for those.
Yeah.
You want it to be like 45 minutes, and if it's 30 minutes, like
or longer.
Yeah.
Because there are a lot of podcasts I love that, but it'll be an hour and a half, and when it's over, I'm like, that's it. Like,
it's like, do you have any more in the queue or my list?
And like, I re-listen to podcasts if they're really good.
Yeah.
I listen when I can.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I think it's all a matter of, like, once you have your core fans, because, like, for me, when I watch the Knives Notes, most of the time when I watch the Knives Notes videos, or lately I haven't been doing that good of a job, but when I do watch them and they're, like, only 7 minutes or 9 minutes long, I'm like, that's it?
Yeah.
Like, I was hoping for at least 16. I want to see a little bit more.
Like, I like to watch videos when I get dressed in the morning. Like, 7 minutes is not...
It's like, really? That's not much of a video.
Yeah.
But some people, that's all they have time for.
Yeah.
So it's a bit of a balance. So once you've established a core fan base, they're like, they live for those. I know, I feel like I know that's how it works.
Okay. Well, yeah, and then they just had other advice to give that I thought was, like, really interesting and helpful. Because, it's hard. It's hard work trying to... Podcasting is hard work.
Yeah.
But trying to build it from the ground up, especially, is hard work. Oh, and they talked a bit about editing and how, editing is really all about trial and error.
It is.
And that's how you build your skills. And I was like, yeah, dude.
And that's how it works. And
I feel that.
Patricia Bright, she was in her glow up video when she's giving that advice that you don't so much, you're not so fond of.
I didn't say I'm not fond of it. It's just
you say you don't
sometimes
really enjoy preaching.
I don't enjoy preachy YouTube videos. It's just like sometimes I feel like the message can be muddled depending on what language you're using. Like, okay, if you're a beauty blogger, like, I don't feel like you have to necessarily refer to, like, your former non-beauty blogger self as an ugly duckling just because you weren't wearing maybe as much makeup, or your makeup skills weren't as refined, or you weren't as fashiony. Like, ugly duckling is like it's like a pejorative, and maybe, like, for young girls watching your video, they just because they're not, like, glamorous doesn't necessarily mean that they're an ugly duckling, or they're the ugly friend just because they're not the friend who has a boyfriend. Or, sometimes, like, the message is good, but then the language kind of, like, veers it towards another road where people are identifying themselves by negative terms. That's just, like, my thing. But it's not like I don't appreciate, like, what the overall message, the heart of the message. You know?
No, I see that way, and I can agree. I do see how that can, like, the certain vocabulary picked to, like, describe a situation, like, being, like, not as beautiful as you think you are right now compared to when you were younger. Because just because you don't have a boyfriend when you're in high school doesn't mean that you're the ugly friend. It doesn't mean that you don't have, like, all these things to offer. Or then there's also this thing about peaking in high school. Like, no one's peaking in high school. Some people do.
I mean,
it depends on what. If you're from I'm watching Friday Night Lights. If you're from one of those small football towns, you can most definitely peak.
Yeah, I see what you're saying, but it's like, okay, if you're the popular kid in high school.
Small town.
But it helps people become popular or unpopular. I mean, yes, if you're in high school and you're the popular person, you do have like a certain amount of social capital in, you know, the high school of fear. But that doesn't mean that that's it for you just because you happen to be popular in high school.
There are lots of people who are popular in high school and they're still going.
Yeah,
like, that's not the end game for them.
Right.
But then there are also some people that played football or did whatever.
That's it for them.
And then they decided, you know, I love my small town. I'm not going to college, and I'm going to run the handy store. And that's not that it's a bad thing,
that's
but
that's going to be the most successful. Well, no, it may not be the most successful store. Yeah, that's true.
That could be it, and that's that. Or you could be that guy just telling stories about how things used to be. That's true. That's a stereotype. I mean,
that's definitely true for people, but I don't know, maybe because I don't buy into all these, like, or maybe I do. I don't know. Like, honestly, sometimes things rub you the wrong way, and you kind of know why, but sometimes I watch YouTube for, like, senselessness, and sometimes, like, when you're doing if I'm watching your channel for one thing and you do other things, I'm like, I'm not really interested in that thing.
They're doing the artistic expression.
I know, and I don't knock them for that. Like, we do that too. We're doing, like, mad shit.
like,
right now.
Actually, I don't like what you're doing. So
I mean, like,
really
there may be people who like our podcast but don't like our blog, or like the blog but don't like the podcast,
or just like the Instagram,
or just like our Instagram, but we're not gonna stop doing all three things. But talking as a consumer, if I watch someone's channel for, like, makeup, I may not be interested in watching the other non-makeup videos, non-style videos, but it doesn't mean that someone should stop doing them.
Yeah, because other people might be.
But I also feel that if you take it upon yourself to talk about, like, social and political issues, you know, maybe some language adjustments should happen. That's why we don't talk about politics too much. Yeah. Because I would take it too seriously, and it just wouldn't be a fun podcast.
It'd get deep.
It'd get deep. But yeah.
Well, I guess you figure it out.
Yeah, but that's, like, what the article was saying. You know, you got to figure out your voice. You know, what you're going to talk about. They were saying, you know, it kind of seemed like they were saying the more niche your topic is, the better. Because it's easier to market yourself. Yeah. And, like, you should be wary of length, and, you know, you should make sure that you're talking about something that you're passionate about, and you're not just talking about something that you think will get you the most fans or the most money, because that's not going to necessarily lead to success.
Yeah. I agree.
So I thought it was a good article.
I definitely agree. It sounds like very closely related to a YouTube channel. Like, when you want to start a YouTube channel, not try and do things for the money or do things that are everyone else is doing, to make videos about what you care about and what you're passionate about. So it comes across that way when people are watching it and listening. Can, like, interact with you. Yeah. Because no one wants to interact with someone they think is being a phony, really. And unless they want to call them out and be a troll. Right. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's definitely, it's good advice. I should read it in full.
You should read it in full.
Yeah. Life. So many things to read.
So many things to read. But I think we have definitely done a good job of honing in our voice. I think we've definitely become more of a lifestyle brand in terms of doing reviews of places, restaurants, lounges, clubs, events, fashion, and then always TV.
Always entertainment. Always. Did you see Zayn dyed his head green?
What? No.
Yeah, he's, like, you know how he has a shaved head now? So it's dyed green. I don't know. I don't understand why. He looks like he's going off the deep end. I kept meaning to send you a link to it, but I was like, why?
Yuck.
It doesn't look good.
This looks like a 90s German, what's that? Techno?
Dubstep or something?
No. Like German techno. Remember that movie Run Lola Run? Like that type of music?
Like house.
Yeah, no, like techno, like old school
I know,
90s.
yeah. It's very electronic.
Yeah, it looks like he's in one of those bands.
Dubstep. Do.
And this is him with Perry. Okay. This is just such a tragic, and he's drinking a Heineken.
It looks like a downfall.
A tragic fall from grace. Tragic. He knows he fucked up.
Fall from 1D heaven?
Yeah. Like, he could have had a real good solo career, but why did he pair up with Naughty Boy?
He didn't have to leave right away either.
Yeah. He could have went out on a high note.
And did it fair and square.
Yeah.
Like, how much longer were they locked in?
Probably. I mean, they signed, like, multiple album deals.
Yeah.
But he's Maddie Young. He's like, what, 21, 22? Like, dude. And he has the type of fans that will follow you anywhere. So you can go solo at any time because you know you already have several million fans behind you no matter what.
You want to do it right, though.
Yeah, like, he fucked up. And now his band hates him, too, so that's not a good look for him either. I don't know, dude.
Who knows what's going on in his brain?
Sorry, that wasn't a Heineken. That was a Beck's Green Beer. I apologize, Heineken. I'm sure you don't want to be involved in this.
Associated with that. Whatchamacallit? I'm trying to think of something else that I saw in the celeb world. Aside from Caitlyn. Caitlyn's a bit old news right now.
Yeah.
What was someone else did something pretty dumb, but I mean that's
the NAACP woman.
Yeah. The woman pretending to be black.
That is she is bonkers. There's definitely something where she's supposed to do a statement tomorrow.
Is she?
Yeah, because her chapter of the NAACP is still standing behind her. For what reason? I don't know.
Maybe she did good work? Are they standing behind her saying she's black or that...
She's not black.
I know that.
They're standing behind her.
In the sense of, how are they standing behind her?
They just gave support, like, oh, we're not... I think they just made that statement. We're standing behind Rachel.
And letting her keep her title?
I believe so. But then she's doing a statement tomorrow, so I don't know if in the statement she's going to resign or I don't know what. But the thing about, like, the NAACP is that all the different chapters are kind of like their separate own entity, and like the larger branch of the NAACP really has no control over what they do. So a lot of NAACP branches be doing some shit where you're like, what? But so they may very well stand behind her and let her keep her job. I don't know, but I'm really interested in seeing what she has to say, because I don't know if you saw the first interview with
I saw that there was someone got her on the street, but I didn't look at the video. I just saw
well, she was like clearly caught off guard, clearly shook, and didn't know what to say.
That's what it looked like from the picture that I saw.
Yeah. So, but then there was another interview, and she was in her office where they asked her if she was African American. She was like, I don't like that term, but I do identify as black. So she has some explaining to do. How can you
identify as black when
if you're not black?
There's no part of you.
Yeah.
Apparently, the most black is Native American. That she has in her.
Well, girl, no.
But I think because her parents they're like German and something. They're very
they're
European.
Like super white. And then like she has 2 adopted brothers.
Yeah, black boys.
Yeah, no, one's black and one's white.
I thought both of them were black.
I don't know. I watched this CBS News thing with them. But they were like, yeah, she's always been white. And then this thing started a couple years ago where she got curly hair and she started to tan more. And she started identifying as black. So
she sewed in a curly weave.
Yeah.
She had cornrows.
And she had cornrows and she had dread weaves and just like, that's just so offensive on so many levels. Like this performance of blackness. Yeah, it's so like, ugh. There's no way to defend that.
There has to be some reason behind it, though.
Yeah, there's something going on.
Thing.
Yeah, for sure. That's just like, it's ludicrous levels of performance. And she's like teaching Black history. But you know what? This happens a lot when non-Black people teach Black studies at college, because I took one Black studies class in undergrad and it doubled as a women's studies class, so that's why I took it. And it was about was about women of color and sex and something else. I forgot. But one of those like really niche 300 level, women's studies crossover classes. So the vast majority of the kids in the class were black, and then there were like maybe like 5 white kids. And the teacher, she said that she was born Native American, but was adopted by a Jewish family. Oh. So she identifies as both Native American and Jewish, and she has no black heritage. But her personality was very, like, hood girl. Like, you would think she's from the Bronx. Like, her accent, her whole presentation, using, like, a lot of hood speak, like, very, like, trying to be down type of thing. But, a lot of people in New York have that accent, whatever. Yeah. Like, white people, too, whatever. So she would say, like, the N-word, and, like, she would talk about how many, like, black men she has sex with, which is what a lot of white professors do to show that they're down. Because I also had a white professor in grad school that, to show how not racist she is, talked about how many men of color she slept with. Like, it's just, like, a pathological thing that, like, white professors feel that they need to do. Like, I've slept with black men. I've slept with Latino men. Okay.
I'm not sure if that's all of them that do that.
No, a lot. Not all of them. No, not all of them. Of course not. But, a lot of them who feel, like, some insecurity around their whiteness and feel the need to prove how not racist they are. Like, that's, like, the first thing that comes out of their mouth. And it's like, no one's trying to, like, check you. Like, I don't care if you've never slept with
a black
man of color. Like, that has nothing to do with whether or not you're racist. Like, it's just, like, this thing, like, some white people feel the need to overcompensate for being white for whatever reason, so they go too far left, and it's like, ugh, stop.
Well, not in high school, in college, I was not very into the black scene.
Me either.
I think I took only one black studies class, and that was because it was an English class. Yeah. It doubled as both. And I just remember, like, I don't know, there was something about it. I was like, I don't know, maybe I have my own thing, but I was like, I don't want to go into college and be like, I'm going to take all black studies classes and be like, oh, join the BSU. And I was like, nah, no thanks. I don't know.
No, I mean, I never really joined any clubs until, like, junior year, and they were all, like, women-based clubs. But I don't know, it just always seemed like I wouldn't fit in, like, the BSU or the Caribbean Students Association. It just seemed like not my scene.
Yeah, I feel like sometimes it felt like too much for me.
Yeah, like, and they did a lot of, like, partying. I wasn't really into partying, going out, and it was just, like, a lot of people. I'm not good for a lot of people at once. I remember one time I was volunteering. It was when swine flu was big, so I did a lot of volunteering on campus, and I volunteered to man the swine flu vaccination fair thing, whatever. So I'm tabling, and this dude is tabling with me, this black dude. So he's like, oh, well, are you, like, new to campus? I'm like, no, I've been here since, like, freshman year. Like, oh, we're in the same class. I'm like, yeah, we came in the same time, whatever. He's like, oh, because I never see you at any of the black parties. And I'm like, no, I don't really, like, party like that. Whatever. He was like, you're part of such and such club? I'm like, no, I'm not really, part of any of those clubs. He's like, oh, I'm like, why? Because I'm black, I have to, like, be at all the black parties? He's like, nah, it's just, like, I usually see the black people there. And it was just, like, he was just, like, confused by I wasn't, like, at any of the black parties or the black clubs. And it was just, like, I don't know, I'm just chilling over here in these clubs. Yeah. And I have my friends here, especially because, like a good amount of people from our high school went to my college, so I kind of already had, like, a little group. Yeah. So
you don't have to go venturing out too far.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I went to the Black Student Union parties. That, like, they didn't have them very often, because my school's also, like, I feel like it's unique where, like, parties don't work the same as they do in other bigger schools. What do you mean? I feel like when I think of bigger school parties, they're, like, really wild and have lots of alcohol and stuff. And ours are, like, relatively tame. Okay. I mean, there are those crazy extreme people doing really weird things in their rooms, but like the BSU parties, like they would have maybe like twice a semester, and that was it. But everyone would want to go to those, like, they're like, I'm going to go to a BSU party because they're going to play good music.
Oh, okay.
Like, if you want to dance, you should go to a BSU party.
Okay, I could see that.
Like, I went to them, but I didn't really meet anyone there. I was with my own friends from my dorm.
Yeah.
And I never really socialized with anyone at the parties.
Right.
So that's what people do. They socialize with people at parties. I just didn't.
I don't know. That's just never who I was. I'm not good. Like, coming back to the
full circle,
the theme. I'm not good at socializing.
Yeah.
I mean, I just find a group of people that I connect with, and then I'm just kind of.
I'm comfortable.
Yeah.
I don't need to run around trying to find extra J.
And
whoever else.
Extra J. That's the new term for like any extra friends you have. Extra J.
whoever at the party. Like, I got my 3 buds. We can talk about how everyone's weird. We can spot any cute ones that we find. Like, oh, he's kind of cute. Oh, yeah. What about him? Like, yeah, that's it. We keep to ourselves. And then we dance in our little group and leave.
Exactly.
It's too hot. Let's get out of here. That's how it works.
I mean, yeah, that's how it works with me too. But I
mean, I've learned some skills after college to improve, even though sometimes in some moments they fail me, escape me. But I've learned the basics and I know how to implement the basic small talk.
But I think like making friends is very similar to finding a significant other. There has to be a chemistry. There has to be a friend chemistry. Yeah. Because sometimes you'll meet someone, that first date, you guys are automatically like clicking, like there's no awkwardness.
Yeah.
Because you guys have those similarities that make building a friendship easy. And some people it takes like more work and you're just like
Walking away. Yeah. What do we have in common today? What can we talk about?
And it's like nothing.
Like, oh, where are you going? Just hanging out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, all right.
It is very similar in that respect because there are times that I'm out networking with people for work, and there are some people that are easy to talk to. There are some people it's like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Next question. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's like that sort of thing. But also there are some people who are just really good at talking to people and can make friends with anyone, and they don't really need to be your friend. They don't really have a real reason to be your friend. They're just super social. Like,
they just like
their personality is just like, ooh, I can talk to you. Like, that's their personality.
Yeah, I'm not that. I'm not super into talking at all. But then one thing I've noticed is that some people talk to assuage their nervousness and anxiety.
Yeah. That too. A lot of people do that.
Yeah, so it may seem like they're really social and comfortable, but really the talking that helps them to feel more comfortable with the social situation.
Yeah.
So that's also another thing. But then I guess that's more a beneficial kind of anxiety to have.
It can be. Maybe. And it can work against. I can see it working against you because I've seen people who are like that. Yeah. And I feel like sometimes it just makes them on so much they can't ever just like relax and have their core. Yeah. Because they're always just trying to like chat.
Talk.
Yeah.
Yeah. At a bar, I had a waiter who like she was definitely nervous. Like she said it was like a family bar, but this was like her first time working as a waitress, so she was nervous. So she was just like talking, but it was like adorable because you could tell she was nervous. But she was like talking.
She was like, oh, so yeah,
we have this. Let me see if I could get this. Wait, no, you guys should try this because But yeah.
That's good. Yeah, it's a defense mechanism for people who still are nervous. Some people just clam up and some people keep going. Yeah. They have a word vomit though.
Yeah, so it's like a word vomit.
It can be like, it could be terrible because nothing is filtered. Yeah. So something could slip out and come out completely wrong too. Yeah, that's always
true.
That.
That's true.
Lurking around.
Or it's like people, especially at like a restaurant, like people kind of want you to like go away. You're like still talking.
So thanks.
Yeah.
I ordered.
Or sometimes I'll ask like someone at Trader Joe's if they have anything left. And Trader Joe's people are so helpful. Like they'll look at the different aisles and they're like, let me check out back. And they'll come out from the back and they'll give you this whole explanation. It's like, thank you. Like, you're being really helpful, but maybe I didn't need, like, the full rundown of your ordering process.
Yeah.
But, again, maybe it's, like, a nervousness thing.
It's probably, a bit of that. Also, I experienced that. I was booking a trip for my office, and I keep calling the resort over and over to, like, get different pricing, whatever. And I call, and every time I call, like, I get a new person, and they keep telling me, like, the same thing. Oh, so this room will have this many beds and this many options, and then, like, oh, there's also this and this and this. I'm like, okay. It's like, thank you, but I don't need you to tell me what's in the rooms anymore. I've spoken to 3 or 5 people. Yeah. I just want the overall price. And they're like, okay, so we have this, this, and this. I'm like,
oh my God.
I was like, yeah, I understand, thanks, but I don't need to hear anymore. I just want the price. Like, stop telling me all this stuff.
Jeez.
So I feel like maybe that's part of their job and they have a script.
Maybe, probably, because then, people be like, well, I spoke to so-and-so, and so-and-so didn't tell me that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, it's just weird. I don't know. Like, dude, sometimes you just want people to shut up.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I'm tired.
Yeah.
Like, stop talking.
That's our problem. We could only take so much talking at once. That makes small talk hard.
I guess so. Sometimes I'm like, maybe it's not a black person thing, though.
No. Because, like, some people, like, my mom is chatty. Sometimes she'll tell me the same story sometimes over and over again, and it's like, I heard this already. Yeah. And if I tell her that, she'll get offended, like, can I just talk it out with you again? Like, aren't you my daughter? Can I talk to you about things? It's like, no, but it's like, you definitely told me this story, like, twice before. She's like, yes, but it's like, it's on my mind.
I know.
Or sometimes you just gotta be like, yeah. And just let her talk.
Yeah. Sometimes my grandma does that. Yeah. I'm just like, yeah, it's like sometimes I get annoyed and I feel bad afterwards. And it's like, I was like, so what's the point of this story? I was like, yeah, I heard this before. What's the point? I'll like do that sometimes.
Oh my God.
And then other times, like, sometimes I feel bad, and then like she'll just start telling me something like, oh, like, I'm gonna make myself a salad for dinner, and she's just going over what she had for the day. I was like, I was like,
I don't.
I mean, sometimes I just sit there and let you run through it. I was like, okay. This is kind of boring.
Yeah. I don't need to know all this. Or she'll tell me, like, drama or gossip in relation to people I have no clue, so it's not as relevant, but I'm just like, okay.
It's like, who is that?
Right, yeah, I don't know who that is. Like,
you know who
it's
that
so-and-so that I met, like, 5 years ago, maybe once briefly. I'm like, no, I don't know who that is,
don't
but...
you remember, blah, blah, blah. You know, that guy? It's like, sure.
Okay.
Sure.
No, I don't know. At all. Okay.
Well, does your mom call you during work to tell you these long stories, or like, is it after
No, like, we talk after work or on the weekends. Usually when I'm home, she'll be like, oh, come sit and have dinner with me. Then she'll just talk at me while she's eating dinner. I'm like, okay.
I mean, that's a nice little chit-chat.
Yeah, nice little chit-chat. And then but sometimes it's stories I've heard before, and it's like...
But sometimes I think that's also when you get older, sometimes you just like to
you tell things over and over again.
And also, some things on your mind, you might just go over a play-by-play to someone over and over for no reason. Sometimes I might do it to my sister.
Oh, okay.
Like, I'll call her up and I'll be like, oh, and she'll do it to me, and I'm like, yeah. It's like, you're not answering me, what do you think? I'm like, it is what it is. Vague answers.
Yeah.
I tuned out because it was boring me.
Maybe all human beings are just annoying.
No.
We're all just annoying.
No, sometimes you're just not in the mood to hear stories. Sometimes you're just like, they're not that interesting to you, or you're just not in a helpful mood to help someone. Some people just, like, they like to hear themselves talk, and I get annoyed with that. I don't like, not like family members, but like strangers, especially if they're talking just because they love the sound of their voice, or that's the impression I'm getting. Yeah. It's like, stop. Like, I don't want to hear you.
I don't care. All right. All right. Well,
maybe we should stop.
Maybe we should stop talking.
Yeah.
So, as always, leave comments about how do you behave in social situations when you run into people, or are you good at small talk?
Do you just word vomit everything, or you tense up and at a loss for words?
Yeah, give us some tips.
Yeah. I guess until next time.
Bye.